Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2. First of all, happy Halloween! Samhain! Anyway, had to say that, but um I got to see Hardcore Henry, and I had actually watched clips of it before um on television, and it didn't really impress me all that much, but I saw the film and I thought, this is like an FPS, an RPG, and it felt like Duke Nukem on crack. At least that's how it all played out, but it was a very interesting film, and I had never seen anything done like that before. It was all in Henry's first person POV. The camera angles were just absolutely breathtaking, and it was nonstop adrenaline throughout, and it was very much like a lot of Tokyo Shock films I've seen and snuff films, and it wasn't gore for the sake of having gore there or cursing or they only had just partial nudity, and there was semi-sex scene. It wasn't exactly a sex scene. It felt more like softcore porn than anything else. He was in a brothel, so what do you expect? But it just had all these locales in Russia, and it was very intriguing. And of course, your main villain is Russian, of course, but you learn why Henry is the way he is. At first, you're led to believe one thing, but then when he encounters Aiken, bastard. Anyway, I hate Aiken, but I even hate Eileen more than I hate, or what was her name? Eileen. Yeah. Talk about conniving and deceitful. But anyway, small spoiler. By far, it's one of the best action films I've seen in a good long time. It's not much for dialogue, which it doesn't need dialogue. It's just straightforward rush and thrill-seeking and just edge-of-your-seat action. And it's unbelievable. I thought, ooh, this is the kind of thing that I would expect to see at a theme park. But it would probably be more directed toward an adult audience due to the fact that it's so violent and gory and it has a lot of profanity, but it has a really excellent storyline, and I'm not sure why, but it reminded me of so many animes I've seen, and over time he regains his memory, and it's just outstanding film. Is extraordinary. I personally give it 2 thumbs way up and 5 stars hands down, just because of the fact that it's unique and different, and a lot of the elements of it are just ones that, as an action connoisseur, it's everything I wanted more, and just the parkour scenes in and of themselves. And also, of course, I'm a big fan of chase scenes, but to see a chase scene followed by a parkour and just you're thinking, this is surreal. It's this very kind of heady experience. It's like what I've always wanted to do. I thought, if I were in a movie, this is what I would want to do, and not have a stunt double and etc. But yeah, I like my face too much. I like my skin too much, and I really don't want to suffer. I suffer enough when I'm at work and bang myself against items, and I get bruised. And thankfully I heal very quickly, and I haven't gotten any bruises recently, but my job can be an occupational hazard. Let me just put it that way. Factory work is as such, but this was an absolutely outstanding film, and It was just phenomenally done. I didn't know anybody who was involved, but you really feel for Henry as the film goes on, and you realize Aiken's modus operandi and why he's so gung-ho about chasing him, and you think, this is just so messed up, but you kind of wonder, well, they had an ending to it, and they didn't leave room for any sequels, but yeah, it was, I am still in absolute awe. I'm stunned. I usually am not completely overwhelmed and taken by something, but it's just that much fierce, feral, in your face action, and it's no holds barred, and yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely a shock and snuff film, but I think it broke a lot of barriers, and it's one of the best action films I've seen in a good long while. It's just awesome, really it is. And coming from an action adventure connoisseur, yeah, that's saying something. That's all I have to say about Hardcore Henry, and I'm just so thankful that TTR sent it to me because it kicked so much butt. I'm still wondering how Jimmy survived, though. I thought, how in the heck? He's got to be indestructible, or he's some kind of cyborg. But yeah, I won't give that. Like Henry is, and Henry is he's a one-man army, and he seems to be invincible. Except for the fact when his battery starts to run low, then he's not so invincible. But that kind of reminds me of Chappie, because in Chappie, in order to keep himself alive, he has to keep himself charged. It makes sense, but it has a similar theme. I think that's why I enjoy it so much. I've always enjoyed kind of stories like that toy with the idea of what's ethically sound, and when it's crossing the line, and what constitutes as mania. And it's just, yeah, there are a lot of different themes in this, and then to see what Eileen was up to, I thought, oh Lord, ooh, I do not like her. Well, that's all I gotta say. Until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti.